Good afternoon. My name is Austin. I'm a salesman here at Mercedes-Benz of Manchester, and thank you so much for your interest in our 2020 GLC 300. As you can see, this vehicle is the beautiful black color. Underneath the hood, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which makes 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Looking at the front end, first starting with the headlights here, you can see we have the brand new standard multi-beam LED headlights for the GLC 300. Now moving around to the wheels, you'll see that we have the brand new 19-inch split 5-spoke wheels that are standard for the 2020 GLC 300. Now moving back to the side view mirrors. As you'll see in the side view mirrors, down in the corner, you have your blind spot detection. That's that little triangle that's going to light up red when a vehicle's in your blind spot. Both side view mirrors are also auto folding and auto dimming. This vehicle also has the keyless go package, which allows you to lock and unlock the door by placing your hand on the outside and inside of the door handle with the key in your pocket. That's going to work for all 4 door handles as well as the trunk. Now moving around to the rear end of the GLC 300. Just under this lip here, you'll see that we have a little backup camera that's going to fold down when you put the vehicle in reverse and fold back up when you put the vehicle into drive or park, keeping that camera lens clean. Pop open the trunk to show you the space that we have in the back of the GLC 300. We have a little bit of extra storage space down under this door right here. And you can also fold down the second row or the back seats of the vehicle simply by pulling this little switch right here. Now to close that hatch, simply press this button and it will do so automatically for you. Now moving around to the passenger side, I'll open up the rear door to show you the beautiful magma gray MB Tex interior. And looking up, you can see that this vehicle also has the awesome panoramic sunroof. Now moving inside the GLC, first I want to point out the absolutely beautiful 64 color ambient lighting in this vehicle. And you'll see that it shows up just underneath the trim in the center. It's going to show up in your footwells, on the door trim, and it's going to show up even in the back seat. Now moving over to the center console, we'll open that up to show you the space that you have inside there. You also have 2 USB-C ports. Now moving forward, you can see we have our brand new control panel for the 2020 GLC. It works a lot like a trackpad on a laptop. Simply slide around and this gives you access to controlling the infotainment screen. On the right-hand side of that trackpad, you can see we have a little button here. That's going to turn off the electronic stability control. Moving over to the left side, you can see we have our auto start-stop off and on button. That'll turn on and off the auto start-stop function. In front of that, we have our manual mode. That's going to make it so that you can only change gear using the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And in front of that, we have our dynamic select switch. That's going to change you from any of the 5 drive modes that this vehicle has. Now moving forward, we'll open up this little compartment to show the 2 cup holders that we have. This vehicle also has a wireless charging pad right inside this compartment. Simply place your phone right on that pad and it will wirelessly charge your phone. Just to the right of that pad, you'll see another USB-C port. When connected to your phone, that gives you access to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is standard in this vehicle. Now moving up, we have our quick menu buttons. You can see, click any of these buttons to go to the following menus. Just above that, we have our climate control settings. There are 2 zones in this vehicle, one for the driver and one for the front passenger. Moving up, we have our infotainment system. Now this vehicle has the brand new MBUX infotainment system. This is going to allow you to use the touchscreen that comes standard with the MBUX system. It's very responsive, much like the touchscreen on your smartphone. Moving over to the steering wheel, you can also control that screen by using this touchpad right on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. This function allowing you to control all the settings in the vehicle without taking your hand off the steering wheel. You can also control a lot of the functions inside the vehicle with your voice. There's a brand new voice command feature for the new MBUX system. It works a lot like Alexa in your home. The system allows you to give very general directions, and it can understand and change different settings inside the vehicle accordingly. For example, "Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
I'm cold.
I'm setting the temperature on the driver's side to 73 degrees.
Now, moving back to that right-hand side, I just want to point out that we do have a couple switches here, one to answer and hang up phone calls, and the other to manually activate that voice command feature, and one to access your favorites menu. Now looking over to the left side of the steering wheel, you'll see you have another touchpad on this side. What this is going to do is allow you to control the center gauge cluster screen that this vehicle has. There's a whole bunch of different information that you can have displayed right inside of that little screen. Just underneath that touchpad, you have all your cruise control settings. Moving to the door panel, you'll see we have a few switches here. Those are going to allow you to change the position of your seat. You also have 3 buttons here. Those are your different memory settings. So you have 3 different buttons for 3 different preset seat positions. Just above that, we have our heated seat button. This vehicle has heated front seats, and as you can see, there are 3 different levels of intensity to choose from. Now down inside of the door pocket, you have a little switch that's going to allow you to open and close the trunk. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Austin. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact me directly at 603-669-6788. My extension is 220-211. You can also email me at alunt@driveprime.com.